grab that chunk of money first, take care of number one, yourself, be selfish, which I need to do a video on soon. It's the most important quality a man can have in this era is being selfish. And he said that, you know, 1 million, billions, 100 million, whatever, 10 million, they're not as hard to get as people think they are. It's the first 100,000 that is the fucker. Let's say you grab that chunk of money and you invest it back in the business again, you pay your expenses, you've got another 300. You know, you do this for a whole year, you've got another 3,000. At the end of the year, bang, 3,000 back into the business. Welcome back, guys. In this video, it's going to be a shorter one, but it's going to be very crucial to all of your lives. So in this video, we're going to be talking about what's the first thing that you do with your paycheck. And fuck me, guys, honestly, the amount of people I know who, like, even in this scenario, right, it's the day before payday, they might have like £300-400 left or dollars left, and then, you know, they'll spend that £300-400 because they know it's payday tomorrow. So they're like, it's fine, I'm getting paid tomorrow, I can read. That mentality is crazy to me. How you would not go, it's just one day I have £400 or dollars, why not I just save that and then tomorrow I've got my paycheck plus 400. It is madness, but that happens before the paycheck. But then, you know, on the day of the paycheck, I know so many people that go, okay, I've just been paid, I'm going to buy £200 of clothes, all my bills are going to come out, and then I'm going to spend maybe 200 on a night out tonight, and I've got 400 left for the rest of the month. That should get me through. And it's like, guys, you fucked up already. You know, all of us know how hard it is to be at a 9-to-5 job that you don't like. I've been there, you've all been there, we might still, you know, you might still be there, other people are still there. It's fucking horrible, and every entrepreneur you'll ever meet will tell you the same story, that they hated their job. Like, as much as you could like your job, you could like the people, you could like the nature of what you do, and you could get paid great, it's not what anybody wants to be doing. You know, it's not exactly your dream idea. Like, given another opportunity, most people would leave and go, okay, let me do something different. Let me go and start my own business. Let me go and, you know, just try something different and just work for a different company. But here's the catch, okay? So I'll give you the 3 tiers. Here's the 3 tiers of spending your paycheck in order to become a successful entrepreneur, investor, whatever you want to do in life, property owner. But here's the 3 rules. So number 1 is worst case scenario. So worst case scenario is you get paid, you instantly start spending your money on shit that you want. So at number 1 on your list, your priority is stuff that you want. So you get paid, you buy shit that you want. And then your second priority is your expenses, so your bills, whatever, they all come out. And then whatever's left is for growth, which will be like £50 to £100. That's the problem. Or there'll be living costs, you know, like food and stuff that just recurs throughout the month, like another night out or whatever. And that's the guys that will fuck up and be in that situation for life. They're living month to month. They're the guys that are party animals, drinking every single night, and they'll go nowhere. Now, tier 2 are the guys who are very responsible, but they're going to end up getting married, like I told you guys before, at 28 years old, or they're sat down at 28, get married at 30, they'll have a mortgage at 32, kids at 33, the second kid at 35, 36. They'll have no money to do whatever they want to do in life, but all their bills will be paid, and they're a good man. You know, it'll be something like a Doug. A Doug, he wears a suit and tie every day. Sorry if there's any cool Dougs out there. But he wears a suit and tie to work every single day. Always says yes to his boss. You know, he lives in a nice house with his wife, his kids, his dog, and his white picket fence. And he holds barbecues on the weekend for the neighbors. And he prays 3 times a day. Which is nothing wrong with that, but I'm just saying, like, he's like a Ned Flanders type. This guy, what he'll do is he'll get his paycheck, he'll do his expenses, and he'll pay his bills first, and then whatever's left, he'll spend on like things that he wants. So it's the same system, but it's just in reverse. He takes care of his bills first, and then he says, okay, now I'm going to live my life. But investment, putting stuff into whatever, still doesn't do that. To be honest, I think then for category 3, the top one, this is one that you should be in, there's 2 different methods. So the safe method is to either get your paycheck, and the first thing that you do is you pay all your bills, which is a good strategy if you don't have a lot of money or your bills are high. And then the money that you have after that, you put into a business, into investing, into real estate, into crypto, into whatever it might be to fuel your idea. You know, you just create your business with it, or whatever it might be. Your dream, that funds towards your dream. You know, if your dream is to be a fitness influencer, you go and buy the supplements, you go and, you know, pay for all these different fitness retreats, these courses, whatever it might be, all the food that you need. Like, that is your moment to shine. And then you get all your wants and needs afterwards. the top level, which I think not a lot of people can do, but if you want success within, I think probably 5 years of doing this method of working in a 9-to-5 job. So you could be 21, you could have that success by like 26, you could be 30, you could have that success by 35. The strategy you need to do is as soon as you get paid, you need to grab a chunk of money and already have in mind what you need to do. So already think to yourself, this month I'm going to be paying for this, or next month, sorry, I'm going to be paying for this because I know that this is what I need for the business to go from stage 1 to stage 2. Or I need this to put the deposit down on this house. So the first thing you do as soon as you get paid, you grab that lump sum of money and you go bang. And you throw it out there and you go, right, I'm sorted. My life's better. I've spent on me first. That's my personal growth. So that's done. Second step, you pay all your bills. Third step, no wants and needs. So you save the rest of the money because you might need it next month or further down the line. So you save that money. Maybe you buy books, maybe you further your growth. Maybe you go on courses and stuff, and the less wants and needs that you can put into that paycheck bracket, the more successful you'll be. Because further down the line, you might save £500 or dollar a month, or euro a month. And then, but you got to think, okay, guys, so you've already paid for what you want for your growth. So your business has been pushed forward or whatever it is that you're doing. You then pay your bills. So you're safe, and you got left maybe $200-300, pounds, euros, whatever it might be. You don't have to use that. You could sit on that and have a quiet life now. Your business is moving forward. All you got to do is work kind of in silence on the free stuff like this. This is kind of free. Once you've got all the equipment, write an article. It's pretty much free once you paid for the website and stuff. You can do all the free shit just continuously. And then the next month you get paid, you've got 300 plus, let's say you grab that chunk of money and you invest it back in the business again, you pay your expenses, you've got another 300. You do this for a whole year, you've got another 3,000. At the end of the year, bang, 3,000 back into the business. You do that strategy for around about, like I said, 5 years, and it might not even take 5 years for you to actually go full time on that business. But if you do that strategy, I guarantee you guys, as long as you've got a good idea behind you, success is just around the corner. It's just too easy because that level of reinvestment is, number one, stupidly rare. Number two, you can't put that much money into something or behind something and not see it at least move up slightly. It might not rocket to the sky like Amazon, but you're going to see it move up. Like you see rich kids, their dad gives them 100,000, put into a business. It's a shit business idea, but they gain traction for maybe a year or two and then it flops. But money will take businesses somewhere. It will, if you want to start a property company, you want to start like a real estate folder. If you saved up like 200,000-300,000 and you bought 4 homes, it's not a lot. You're not a property tycoon, but because you've got the money, you're going to be able to move forward at an accelerated rate. You could then borrow on those houses, use the equity to get another house. Who knows where it goes? You could rent one out. You could sell one that just accentuates in value. But it all starts with that capital. And I saw something really recently, and I think I said this in another video. I think it's, what's his name? Charlie Munger, who's Warren Buffett's mentor. I believe it was him. It could have been someone else. If it's not his mentor, it's the guy who invested with him. And I think Benjamin Graham might have been the mentor. Yeah, so Charlie Munger was the friend or the co-investor with Warren Buffett. And he said that, $1 million, billions, 100 million, whatever, 10 million, they're not as hard to get as people think they are. It's the first 100,000 that is the fucker. I don't think he said fucker, that's just me. But it's the first 100,000 that really hurts your pocket. It's really tough to get to. And he said, even if you've got a claw, crawl, fight, live rough, whatever, however you've got to get that first 100,000, do it, because that is the catalyst. And that's what I'm telling you guys to do. So as soon as you get paid, and you don't have to have all that in one go. I'm just saying, over the period of 5 years of paychecks, if you get paid 30,000-40,000 a year, if you keep putting a good, let's say 40-50% of your every month wage into your business over the period of 5 years, it's going to be similar to the 100,000 that Charlie Munger was talking about. And that's the method, guys. As soon as you get your paycheck, grab a chunk of money, how much you need to accelerate, let's say 2, 3, X, Y amount, like different areas of the business, your goal, your passion, whatever it might be. Grab that chunk of money first. Take care of, number one, yourself. Be selfish, which I need to do a video on soon. It's the most important quality a man can have in this era, is being selfish. Everything I talk about is about being selfish, honestly. And then pay your bills so you can keep it going, carry on the job that's funding this whole operation. You know, it's a vision. So sometimes you have to do shit you don't want to do to get there. And then afterwards, your wants and needs, as little of them as possible. You know, if you need things like toothpaste, buy it. If you need a new toothbrush, buy it. If you want a new jumper, but you've got an old one, you're wearing the old one. I'm sorry, guys. It is what it is. You know, if you need a haircut, either shave it all like I don't really get much of a choice these days. You know, I could go and get stuff like hair transplants though, but I'd rather save all the money. You know, and I've just got my own head shaver. I just over my head, grade 0, once a week. And I buy the cheapest razors. I actually find that they're better. And I just hack away in there. You know, I just go under the neck and I'm done. And it costs me, well, nothing with the shaver because I've already paid for it. And then with the razors, maybe something like £4, £6, £8 every 2 weeks. You know, it really doesn't take that long. Like, there's different ways. You know, you might not look the way you want to look. You might not be the person you want to be. You might not be the man you want to be. But as long as you're getting there, that's all that matters, guys. So all that matters is the money that you'd normally invest in yourself to buy shit with, wants and needs. Take that money and put it into a business. You know, grow something bigger than yourself. You're better off growing a brand than putting money into a brand than you are splurging and just enjoying your life. Because at the end of the day, in those 5, 6, 7, 8 years, the compound effect, when all that adds up, what you're going to have is something that can then pay you back. And that's going to last forever.